Paints, a company that was founded in 1902. We again here have a legacy brand. In 1897, Adirshir Godrej and Pirojsha Godrej started Godrej and Boyce. Started as a block manufacturing company. That was our Swadeshi movement, or the Make in India movement that we all know. 1918, the company introduced vegetable oil soap, which was called as Chavi, and this was made without using any animal fat. In 1923, the company ventured into furnitures, creating steel cupboards or almirahs as we know them. In 1951, the company created 17 lakh ballot boxes for India's first independent elections that we held in 1951. I can go on from refrigerators to typewriters to hair dyes, from aerospace to clean energy. We have seen it all. Nyrika, thank you for joining this conversation.
Thank you for having me.
126 years, what has been the secret ingredient to stay relevant across generations?
So I think that, first of all, thank you for the history.
It was needed, to set the context.
I think, importantly, looking back at my forefathers and the reason the company really came into existence, and it was really fueled by Atmanirbharta, which at that time was really the reason why the company was founded, because of the importance of ensuring that we were sustainable and sufficient, self-sufficient. And I think that purpose has really permeated even today. And I think it's one of the big drivers, whether I speak to our teams and people around me, whether it's our vendors, suppliers, people who have had relationships with the company now over 3-4 generations. It's, I think, that purpose, the integrity, ethics, and contribution to nation building that I think is the reason why people still feel it's relevant today.
Now, with you at the leadership level, how are you trying to innovate and create new products, new services for your customers?
So I think a company that has been around for a century and a quarter has had to have a series of transformations to remain relevant. So I think today, yes, India is at an inflection point and the whole economic landscape has changed, but I think the few important aspects of the business that we want to ensure our customers know us for, and I think that would be smart in terms of leveraging digital technologies and ensuring that our processes and our customer experience is seamless. I think also in terms of scalability, how do we, whether we look at GNB today as a mix of maybe 3 types of businesses.
Right.
The strategic businesses like aerospace, defense, and clean energy. The established businesses that you refer to as legacy, more of appliances, interior, and security that have an established footprint. And then emerging businesses like new battery technologies like manganese, zinc manganese, and also semiconductor chips are new nurturing businesses that we are nurturing. And I think the idea of scalability, how do we really grow these businesses, and importantly, the DNA of the organization has always been sustainability. So how do we really create products as well as processes that are sustainable and that will enable us to have the least impact on the planet. I think that is a significant driver for all our new innovation.
Absolutely right. You touched upon aerospace. So Godrej Aerospace partnered with ISRO for the historic Chandrayaan 3 mission, I believe. That's recent. recently. Right, you're now the fourth generation entrepreneur, and running a family business. Does this put a pressure on you? What keeps you motivated?
What keeps me motivated? I think being with people. I spend most of my time outside the office, so whether it's interacting with our teams, I'm always amazed by the experience, expertise, manufacturing, the willingness to take up a challenge, any kind of challenge. I think that's always inspiring. And I think importantly, getting to know customers and vendors, understanding both perspectives outside the company and within the company can help us to do better and to hopefully look at areas where we can optimize and where we can use technology to optimize that.
Right. So you've touched upon use of technology and digital solutions to reach out to your customers internally as well as external. You also spoke about sustainability being a key focus for you. What are the challenges, Nyrika? While you touched upon the opportunities, what are the challenges that you see?
I think the big challenge is complacency, resting on our laurels and not really getting deep into the customer's pain points and understanding those. And I think that was also touched upon in the last session. But I think that is really very critical and one of the biggest challenges because our consumers are changing rapidly. There are now markets which probably were not accessible earlier, focus beyond tier 2, tier 3 cities, and also the need to really provide solutions that can be India first.
Absolutely. Right. On a personal note, how would you describe your management style? You spoke about taking up challenges. Apart from that, how do you focus internally?
I think I'm most comfortable when I'm able to bring to bear the values that my great-grandfather and grand-uncle really built the company on. And I think really listening to perspectives and learning from others and leading by example. Those are I would consider myself as modeling from behind.
Right, I have a couple of rapid fire questions, for you. If you're ready to take them, I can just go over you. Name one other company and one CEO who inspires you.
So I'm really inspired by Manoj Kumar. He started Araku Coffee and he's the MD of Nandi Foundation. And I'm really inspired by him because he saw a social problem that was prevalent in the Araku Valley where farmers were really not able to have access to education, had healthcare issues, and he created a model where he brought in inputs globally on how to grow coffee, how to grow it sustainably, how to grow it organically, and built a fantastic company and a brand, and connected the Adivasi farmers with the end customer, so they were able to really command a premium. And so he was he was able to build, or has been able to build, a brand that is relevant and that is really focused on the 98% and not the 2%.
Absolutely, right. Quite interesting. The other question that I had is, what is the biggest strength of your company right now?
By far, it's people. I think the teams, the expertise, capability, and the power of our people, for sure.
Right. Final question. What do you do in your free time, if there is any?
Hello.
I hang with my children. I have a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old, and if you ask them, they would say I don't spend enough time with them. But I do that.
But you managed to do that. Right, Nyrika, thank you so much for your insights, your views. It was great to have this conversation with you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.